Hey everybody, this is the last video for the evening, and as a quick reminder of what we're covering, we are going to look at direction in EAS reactions. Alright, and as I mentioned earlier, there are 2 points of view about this, and the one that we are going to be discussing today is electrostatic attraction between the ring and the electrophile. Now, really quick, because I really like this figure, I'm going to put this back up, assuming I can find it. Yes, I'm going to put this back up, because I keep coming back to this because it's really important. You need to start remembering what is an ortho-para-director and what is a meta-director. And generally, there's a lot of overlap between activating groups and deactivating groups. Remember, electron-donating groups are activating and tend to be ortho-para-directors, whereas electron-withdrawing groups tend to be deactivators and meta-directors. So what we're going to talk about first is electron donating. And for this example, we are going to use this general X group with a pair of electrons. This can be anything in the ortho-para-directing spot or on that ortho-para-directing list. Now, what I want you to do first, so we're going to assume that this is electron donating. I honestly have no idea when it stopped recording again, so let's try this again. What I want you to do is take this electron donating group, seen as the X value there with a pair of electrons, and push them through that ring. We've done this before. It's a good exercise to get into. So I did the first one for you there. Show me the other two. Go ahead. I'll wait here. Okay, you're back. So the other two would look like this. La la. Here. And finally, here. And of course, I never give myself enough room. I bet that is something that you are not going to miss hearing me bitch about when this semester is over. Nope, not a partial. Negative charge. Now, the key in doing this one is the hybrid. The hybrid would look like this. And actually, that's not entirely correct because it would be this. Partial negative there, partial negative there, and partial negative there. Remember, a resonance hybrid is the sigma bonded skeleton. At any place there's pi bond density, you put a dashed line, and partial charges wherever you have full charges. Now, honestly, the partial positive up here on that X group does not matter one bit. But the partial negatives here are the ones that do. Okay, that means that those 3 positions have extra electron density. All right? So just redrawing that over here, that means those 3 positions with respect to the existing X partial negative, partial negative, partial negative. Yes, I'm leaving out the partial positive on the X because it doesn't matter. These 3 sites, here, here, and here, are more electron dense and therefore more attractive electrostatically to an electrophile. All right? Hopefully that makes sense, because remember, what drives the EAS reaction is the nucleophilic attack from the electron-rich ring to the electrophile. Some groups are ortho-para directors. Anything that's electron donating is an ortho-para director. And if you will look, what we have in these positions, ortho, and para. Okay? So something that pumps electron density in makes those three positions on the aromatic ring more electrostatically attractive to the electrophile. All right? Now, really quick, I want to establish one thing. Something that is electron donating is ortho-para directing. Absolutely. But you'll remember what I tend to ask for is the major organic product. Right? Hopefully you'll remember that. And as a result, what that means for you and this ring is that the para position is more sterically available. All right? Just because when you go ortho, you could have that X group that could be a little big. It could block the ortho position a little bit. Usually what happens is if you have an ortho para director, you'll get about 80 to 85% para and about 20 to 15% ortho. Easily taken out in the recrystallizations of the other purifications, though. All right. What happens if X is, sorry, I want to do this in my white pen. X is electron withdrawing. And I'm going to represent that through X here bearing a positive charge. It could also be a partial positive charge just as easily. Take a look at that table again and you'll start to see those groups. All right, so now what I want to do is I want you to go through the resonance forms when X is electron withdrawing. All right, show me the resonance forms when X is electron withdrawing. Go ahead, give it a shot. I'll be right here waiting. All right, go ahead and text. Hey, baby, what are you doing tonight? Question mark said. Oh, crap, you're still here. All right, so here's your first resonance form. Put a positive charge on the ring, and hopefully you remember that this pushes around like so. And one more. Like this. And then when you draw the hybrid, again, I make that mistake. We can put partial positive charges there, there, and there. And once again, whatever's going on off on that X does not matter. So now, again, I'm going to redraw this over here slightly bigger. Partial positive, partial positive, partial positive. All right. Now, if the X is electron withdrawing, those carbons have a partial positive charge. And then we have got our electrophile. All right? Now, that means that the ortho and para positions have no attraction to the electrophile. Excuse me just a second. Josh, stop swearing and quiet down. I'm recording. 14-year-old on PlayStation, dear God in heaven. All right, so there is no electrostatic attraction at the ortho or para positions. Why? Those are already electron poor. They already lack electrons. They're not going to be interested in something else coming in that's going to pull even more electron density away. But look at these meta positions. It's not that they are particularly electron rich. It's that they are less electron poor. Yeah, that's great grammar. But they are less electron poor than the ortho and para positions. So things that are electron withdrawing, which tends to be the right-hand side of that chart minus the halogens. Sorry, folks, my video paused again, and I don't know where it left off, so I'm just going to say this. Things that are electron withdrawers tend to be meta-directors. Not that the meta position is any great shakes, it's just that it sucks less than the ortho and the para position. Now remember, there were two arguments or two theories on discussing direction on an aromatic ring. The first one that I discussed here was an electrostatic attraction argument. The second one, which will be in the next video, is stabilization or destabilization of the cations that form during resonance. All right? So remember, electron donating makes the ortho and the para positions more electron dense and therefore more electrostatically attractive to the electrophile. In the meta-directors tend to be electron withdrawing groups. Not that the meta is special, but the ortho and parasites just basically blow. All right, next video, we're going to talk about stabilization of cations. Have a good day, everybody.